Good morning, Yasha Allah. Good morning, world. On this Sunday morning, 13th of December, we give thanks to Abba Yahweh Alahayam in the blessed name of the lovely one, the one altogether lovely, the word of his power come in the flesh through the eternal Ruach. We're talking about Hamashiach, our head of the household of Yasha Allah, head of the man, according to 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3, I believe it is. So we come on behalf of our power to present you with part 2 of becoming a life mixer, Yasha Allah. That is, becoming a life mixer. And our opening scripture is still Romans 8 and 28, I believe it is. Let's make sure that Romans 8 and 28. Could you look there with me? Romans chapter 8. And verse 28. It says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love Alahayam, Yahweh, to them who are the called according to his purpose. Now, right before we get into the lesson, I would like for you, for all of us who can, to pause the video and do a little interactive thing by pulling up the song of B.B. Winans, the song called In Harm's Way. If you don't mind, pull that song up and play it before you get into the video. All right? So continuing on, of course, our subject still is becoming a life mixer. Now, we introduced the lesson by showing you the features of a kitchenware that is used in food preparation called a mixer or blender. And we described it in some small detail, at least, to help you get an understanding of the product and its use. Of course, the mixer or the blender that I'm referencing for you, Yasha Allah, is an instrument that is powered by electricity, as we know it, electricity, or for those who have the solar equipment, you can power your equipment by your mixer, that is, or your blender by the solar power. All right. And so you get understanding that this mixer is an instrument that mixes up various products so that the product becomes with the various vegetables, let's say, that you would put into the mixer or the blender, and it mixes everything so that it becomes one product that you can drink or spoon feed yourself with it, and have some fun for the tummy or your stomach to, get you something nice to eat. And we compared or we are still in the way of comparing the life mixer to the scriptures, let us say. So we look at the fact that the mixer, as we say, blends things together, and we made a reference to the fact that in our lives, what we experience, or to the point, we have experiences that we meet up to, or situations that we encounter that become experiences of life for us. And we mentioned that some of the experiences are real hard experiences, real tough life challenges. And I think there are many of us, particularly in the adult world, but nowadays we know that our children, our little men and women, have been catching up to the adult status of experience in hardships, many varied hardships of life that are so challenging, distressing hardships that we meet up to, or we have to face off with, contend with, trials of life that hard press us as particular individuals, or even as a group of in a family setting. We are challenged by matters, situations that confront us from time to time. And we know of members of our communities, right where we live, right in our homes. We have members of our communities who fall beneath the pressures of life, the situations, the problems, the conditions of life that put or cause many people to go under, as we would say in the common parlance, in the common way of speaking. We get to thinking over some life challenge that a member of our community or of our household. And in our case, as the 12 tribes of our tribal grouping,